right, good morning. Welcome to a Wednesday yoga, even though it may not be Wednesday where you're at. We are going to start standing and find the center of your mat or space. And like every day that you practice yoga or do anything, remember that if your body is sending you a warning sign, that is a reason to back away potentially and find another way to do the posture or to come into a resting pose. So in your standing pose today, feel your feet on the ground, your shoulders back, and start to rock up and down the length of your foot from your toes to your heels. Maybe stretching up to your toes, or even lifting your toes up for a moment to balance. Using the strength in your calves and your feet to lift you up and lower you down. Optional, add on your arms, stretching up and bring them down. Good. Moving up and down. And last one. Great. And start to bring your feet a little farther apart, just about shoulders width apart. And start to bend into your knees a little bit. And notice what it feels like to bring a little bend and bounce in your knees. And maybe stretch your arms up and down. Letting momentum carry you. And last one. And bring it down. Okay. Bring your feet back together. Or, excuse me, still a little farther apart, so about shoulder width, maybe in just a hair. And stretch your arms up in some way where as if you're holding something above your head and sink down into your knees a little bit. And bring your arms over to the other side, straightening your legs as you fold over to your foot and bounce up. Holding that thing above your head, sink into your knees and over to the other side. Coming up and over. It's kind of like a matrix move where you kind of sit back, stretch over. All right, last one. And bring it back to neutral. Good. And take a moment, tune in, bring your feet under you, and notice how you feel here. Any changes in your body, yourself? Any places that you're taking care of today that are still asking you for a little more care? Ah, great. Take a deep breath in, stretch your shoulders up. Exhale it out. Again, stretch up. Exhale out. This next one, stretch up, make little fist squeeze. Exhale out. Okay, wonderful. Oh, it's so good to release tension in the shoulders. They are one of the first places we feel tension. Wonderful. So take a moment, bring your hands together, rest them at your heart, thumbs at your chest. It's that connection between your chest and your thumbs. Standing in your mountain one pose, your shoulders back, your head up high, the length of your spine connected to your hips, your knees slightly bent, and your feet on the ground. Maybe readjust and feel your feet really firmly underneath you. And begin to stretch your arms up and bring them down. Step one foot back. I'm going to step my right foot back and turn your hips still to face towards the front of your space. Now this fold, when you fold forward in this next movement, allow your knee to bend as much as it feels comfortable bending. So you don't have to keep your legs super straight, allowing a little bend as you come up and fold down. Maybe you allow your head to fold below your heart for a moment. You can also explore not bringing your head down as far, keeping your head in the same plane as your heart or above it. One more, y'all. Great. And then walk your foot forward. And notice how you feel. Find your feet again, your mountain one centered pose. Maybe you feel different on each side. That makes sense because we've only practiced this on one side. And prepare to step your other foot back. Step back, your heel is on the ground, your foot is out at an angle. Hips still face the front. And as you fold from your hips, allow a little bend in your knee to happen, if that feels good, as you come up and fold down. This is a little bit of a balance challenge. Allowing that bend as you fold forward. Know that if you feel any warning signs, you're always welcome to make a smaller stance, bringing your back foot closer, maybe not going down as far, keeping your head more upright, or let your head rest down. Okay, one more. All right, and prepare to step forward, returning back to your centered pose. Great, take a deep breath here. And prepare to move on into another flow, bringing your arms up and then fold forward from your hips. And then monkey pose. Lift up your head, stretch your spine. Your knees might have a little bend in them, or you can stretch them back if that feels okay. And then bring it forward again. Exhale down. Inhale, roll all the way up your spine. And then return to center. Noticing the effect of that on how you feel. And prepare to move again. Maybe breathe in as you lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale into your monkey pose, with the option to stay here with your head parallel, or to bring your arms also parallel, stretching them out to the sides. And then down. Roll all the way up your spine, letting your arms have weight. After this pause, move again, last one. You choose what your monkey pose looks like. Coming down and up into monkey. Here, or arms lifted. And down. Rolling up, letting your head come up last. Good. Turning upright. Okay, and we're going to make our way down to all fours. So come down to your mat. With your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. You may also make a fist instead of a flat palm. And begin to move like a turtle is stretching its head out of its shell. And then bring your turtle head back in underneath the shell. This is cat and cow traditionally, but you're welcome to imagine this imagery of lengthening, stretching, looking out, and then drawing back into the safety of your turtle shell. Right, 2 more times, please. And maybe you feel your breath as you move here. And the next time that you're in your turtle shell, practice bringing your hips back towards your heels into child's pose. And pressing forward into cow, Stretching your head up. And then bringing it back into child's pose. Good. Exploring this flow forward and back. I'm going to do this one more time. And make your way back to all fours. Good job. And bring your legs around in front of you. We're going to do boat pose. So get nice and grounded over your hips. Lean back a little bit. You'll feel your core engage. And see how far you can lean back without having to hold on really tight to your legs. And it's okay if you do need to hold on tight, but just want to explore that. Notice when you start to need your arms. And find that space maybe right before you really need your arms. It's okay if you do need them, but we're just exploring. And then practice seeing if you can balance lifting up one leg and then the other. Maybe just coming up onto both toes. Or maybe lifting up both legs and balancing. Good job. Okay. Maybe bringing your arms next to your knees. Good. And then bring it back down into butterfly. Soles of your feet together. And little fold forward. Just like we did earlier when we were doing monkey. Feel or create a little halfway lift so that you're kind of lifting just halfway, lifting your head, your chest. To breathe in and then fold back down. And then breathing in halfway. And back down. And make your way back up tall. Lean back on your hands, carefully pressing down, mindful of your wrists. And then lean back here. So explore what it feels like in your shoulders to press down, to open your belly, open your chest. Maybe leaning your head back a little bit too, but make sure you can still breathe and swallow comfortably. And start to draw your chin back in if you haven't already. Return upright and bring your knees up. Great. And lean, lower back down, or down, excuse me, to the mat on your back. Good. And we're going to do a 3-part flow. So with your breath in, bring your arms up overhead. And exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Breathe in, press your feet up, straighten your legs. Exhale, bring your feet back down, knees back down, excuse me. Inhale your feet back down. Exhale your arms back down. And then take a pause. All right. Preparing to move again. So there's a movement for each breath. With a breath in, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, knees. Inhale, feet to the sky. Exhale, knees down. Breathe in, feet down. Exhale, arms down. And pause. Preparing to move again. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, knees. Inhale, feet to the sky. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, feet down. Exhale, arms down. Good. And rest. Little tiny rest. Then move into a little twist. So stretch your legs out long. You're welcome to keep them bent if that is more comfortable. This also is a moving flow with each breath. So with the breath in, one knee comes up towards the shoulder of the same side. So right knee to right shoulder. Exhale and bring your knee across. And breathe in and rest here. Exhale, bring it back across. Inhale and bring it down. And exhale, relax. And then prepare to move to the next side. With your next breath in, other knee comes up towards the shoulder of that side. Exhale across the body to the other side. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it back across. Inhale, leg back down. Exhale, relax. Inhale, other side. Knee up. Exhale across. Breathe in. And return. Exhale across. Breathe in, back to the ground. And exhale, relax. And we're gonna do one more on each side for each leg. And I'm going to not cue each movement. You're welcome to follow me or just do what you remember. And know that it's okay if it's not exact or perfect, but just doing what you remember. After this little break here, begin with an inhale on one side. And I just realized that we weren't quite even when we decided, when I said that. So we're going to do 3 times, 3 knees. And now I'm on my last one. After you've finished yours, just rest for a moment. If you would like, you're welcome to bring your hands together and even bring your feet together and rub your soles of the feet, soles of your hands. Good. And then take a little rest in your knees to chest, bringing them in. Thank your knees. Thank you, knees. Taking me around this world. I got that from one of my teachers, Jocelyn Gordon. She's wonderful. And then make your way down to a resting pose of your choice. You can be on your back, on your side. And this is a good time to get your blankets and pillows that you like for Shavasana. I like to have a folded up blanket under my knees. That can be helpful for knee sensitivities and lower back sensitivities. So keep that in mind. You may have an eye pillow, another blanket to put over you, pillow, whatever you want to try and or that you already know you like is welcome. We'll have a couple minutes for resting in one of the best parts of yoga, which is the resting Shavasana part we look forward to. And this is just your time for the next couple minutes to soak it all in. Focus on breath or feeling or just resting. Start taking a little bit of movement from your toes, your fingers, maybe your spine, and breathing a bit deeper. Then to work your way over onto one of your sides. And then up into a sitting pose. Notice how you feel here at the end of your practice, setting up tall spine, grounded hips. Room to breathe. Make your way into hands to heart position, and you're welcome to stretch up and down to get there. This is a Namaste, hands here and here. May this practice bring us peace and liberation. And may we share this with the world. Namaste. And thank you for practicing today. With me and each other. And good job. Drink water.